Hi. So as I'm sitting here making this video, the S&P 500 is down to 3,836. We are officially at the 20% drop mark from the highs. We're in a bear market. We'll see if it closes there or not, but we'll see. The purpose of this video is just to kind of reach out to you, give you an idea of what's going on, be about a 2-minute video is my guess, and then just give you an idea of what to expect. I want you to know that times like this aren't easy for anyone. This is my career. It's what I do for a living. So I take your accounts as a client of mine. I take your money very serious. It's my desire to make sure that we do as good as we can during these times. What you're going to see me start to do, I've put together a list of topics, is just some tips on how to get through a downturn. What can we do to make sure that this downturn affects you as little as possible? Specifically in the long run, because obviously in the short term, the market's down. We can't fix that. But what we can do is make sure that we don't make mistakes. So small things that we'll talk about over the next couple weeks, these short 2-3 minute videos. But today, the one I wanted to tell you most important is that most downturn lasts about a year. So this drop in the market has been pretty steep since the beginning of the year, and that means we're about 4 months into it already. So that's good. That means we're part of the way through it before we even really began to feel it. Now, the other thing to know about it is that means that at some point it's going to turn. Usually it starts to climb back again after a year at about 12 months. Now, it can happen shorter, it can happen faster. Last summer we saw, or back in 2020, not last summer, 2 years ago, we saw a 20% drop in the market. And within about a month or two, it was all back just because of the scare of COVID. And that's not common, but that does happen. So it's not a great idea to just be like, all right, let's get out and take the next 6 months off. Because what will also happen is once the market bottoms, it will gain most of its returns back fairly quickly. So we want to be in the market for when that happens. We just want to be positioned in a place to where we're not getting slaughtered as bad as the rest of the market. So we'll go over that as time goes on. The whole purpose today, and the thing I want you to know, is on average, 12 months. Market downturns happen every 3 to 5 years. Recently, in more recent history, it's been every 5 years, but if you go all the way back to the early 1900s, it's every 3 years. So we're a little less frequent now than they have been in the past. And when they do occur, they last about a year. So my expectation is we'll see the market continue to be this way at least through the summer, and potentially coming into the fall, see it kind of turn and maybe stabilize a little bit. But we may see a little stabilization here and there, and then another second drop. The average market downturn is about 30%. We're down about 20%. So in terms of time, we've got some time to go through it again. In terms of typical pullback total amount, we still have a little bit left of that to go to. If you have questions or need anything, please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to be here for you and answer any questions at any time. So I said 2 minutes. We're at about 3.5. I guess I was off by a little more than I expected, but if you need it, hopefully it's helped you out.